Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Astraea Love. I've got a little bit different of a view today, so you guys will have to let me know if you like it better, okay, than the other view that I had going. So make sure that you are familiar with my legal disclaimer, but it's in the description box below. All my readings are for entertainment purposes only. This is a reading for the collective, so you need to be able to use your best discernment. Feel free to take what resonates with you, leave what does not for the person that it's meant for. If you have a pendulum, this is a pendulum. If you don't know what a pendulum is, it's a tool that you can use to ask yes and no questions from your higher self and get an actual answer back, so that you're not just like blindly leading life, like following any whim or like thought or whatever. You're actually being guided. Or if you know resistance testing or muscle testing, those are two different ways that you can ask yes and no questions while navigating the system of tarot. You need to be asking questions like, is this part of the reading for me? Because some of part of the reading will be for you and some part will be for somebody else, because I'm reading the collective energy. And then if you guys send a $10, hi, everybody, welcome into the chat. If you send a $10 super chat, I will pause the collective reading and answer your question. Okay, so make sure if you take any advice from the reading, if you feel like it really resonates, that you're following up with a professional in the field of that advice so that you're being responsible, okay? You need to be able to be grounded. Make sure that if you haven't drank any water today, go get some water if you're not fasting. And thank you, I am doing well. If you're not fasting and you're ready to eat, go grab a snack. You can always eat and take care of yourself while you're watching. Okay. And then knowing that I don't know what your specific triggers are, that none of this is to be taken really personally. Okay. Because I just don't know what tarot can be very cutthroat. That's cutthroat. That's why I say that. I mean, it can really be very humbling. So you just want to make sure you're in a mentally and emotionally healthy mental space when you're watching tarot, and that you've taken some time to get centered and grounded. Oh, you're on the train. Wow. That's awesome. So by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled, be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech, which I'm really grateful for because England does not have this. People, I literally watched a video of this guy getting put in jail because he made offensive comments on the internet. So that's crazy. But it was in England. So any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. Do not shoot the messenger and do not harm the prophets of God. And then if you don't pray, that's fine. I'm going to say this prayer for both of us. So I have a whole bunch of stuff listed, but I just go through like this protection. It's kind of like a ritual, I guess. It's a prayer. So we ask that the Most High God be with us now, and then also Christ and any other ascended masters that are wanting to step forward at this time. Any other beings of light, star family, all of that. We want our ancestors, our spirit guides, and our help with us, and the archangels, of course. We ask that the Most High God please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way, or anyone in the collective. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, yeah, I definitely feel like somebody is planning to betray someone else in the collective, and they think that you don't know about this, but you could have actually had if you were coming into luck, this is great. This is great. Okay, so whoever this person is, I feel like they're kind of a Debbie Downer energy. There's somebody that is always bringing your frequency down whenever you're around them. So whenever you're around this person, you may feel like drained after being around them. I feel like this is somebody that's been maybe a family member or a family friend or a friend of a family friend. For some of you, this could have been some type of kid that you grew up with or something. Or maybe you had cousins you were really close with. So it's somebody that at some point was very close to you. So it could even be an ex or a friend or something like that. But somebody that was close enough that now that they know, see, this person has had the experience of being with you and around you, but then they've had the experience of being around other people, and they know that there's something unique about your energy. That's what I'm picking up. So there's like you could have pulled your energy back from somebody also. That is what it could be. You could have pulled your energy back from this person, and this person is like freaking out and throwing a fit. And it's not like anything personal. It's just that, you have to be responsible for your own energy. And if you're expending all of this energy on the behalf of somebody else or something else, then that's coming out of your personal energy bank. And we all get energy from the Most High, but people that are in the devil energy, that they don't want to be doing better, like for just some reason, and this is very crazy to me. It's very frightening to me to think of people that do not think about an afterlife. They don't think about what's going to happen after they create an action, or what's going to happen in the next life or whatever. Like, that's scary to me. I think people like that are mental. They're not responsible in any type of way. And I just feel like it's just scary to be only on this time. I have to cover if the body is at the bottom of the card, but being only on this time. I mean, it's like, we can't judge people because we don't know what other people are going through all the time. And when they're under the influence of this, it's like they're under the influence of witchcraft. I would consider this to be the same thing almost as witchcraft. So it's kind of like their thoughts and emotions are getting pushed to do something negative towards you, something karmic. And so that's where I'm getting the betrayal is coming in. And it's because this person has been completely taken over by this devil energy. And it could be somebody that's like a dark high priestess, or high priestess in the reverse, or somebody that thinks that they're a high priestess. This could be somebody that thinks that they're a tarot reader and they're not. Like, they could do tarot, but they could be not very good at it or something. It could be something like that. Or it could be some other type of spiritual practitioner, somebody that does like graveyard magic. I hate that shit, by the way. I absolutely hate that graveyard magic shit. I don't like that shit at all. One of the worst types of magic, and one of the most like continuously devastating types of magic. And just be wise enough in life to not fuck with the dead. Hi, Ground Zero. Welcome in. Yeah, just be wise enough to not mess with the dead. The dead, just leave them where they're at. Let them be, asleep, whatever's going on. We have all these like Mormons that are baptizing dead people and uprooting them from whatever lifetime they're in right now. It's just disgusting. I don't know why. I think that necromancy is just crude. It's crude. Yeah, you are the sun energy. So you're bringing is something about your energy illuminates what these people were doing with the moon, literally. So these people were doing stuff underneath the moon. Okay, this talks about secret enemies. It talks about hidden enemies. It also talks about somebody being tested. So like I was saying, that this you guys are so welcome. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys today. So I was talking about how the moon, the blood moon, was basically a setup. It was a test for these people. And then of course they fell for the test and decided to do some witchcraft. It says, I'm seeing bad luck for those that you love. These people are facing really bad luck right now. I feel like everything's getting turned upside down in their world. So this also talks about your personal faith being tested. This person does not think very clearly. And And so they're taking actions from not from a clouded space, basically. I feel like this moon magic has got this person in the 5 of Pentacles. Like this is the effects of this moon magic. They're going to be in the 5 of Pentacles. This is like sad. It's actually sad because, you know, had they chose to repent, this talks about a loss of a home, possible unemployment, health problems. This person may be getting fired from whatever job they have. If their job was copying you, yeah, they're getting fired. Okay. If it was any type of fraudulent, anything, this person's also tried to use the energy of the moon to like eclipse out your psychic sight and your psychic vision so that you would not see this. What I would consider it to be would be a hidden attack or a secretive attack because it's being done under the moon. Something that's being sent to you because somebody wants to break you. That's what this is about. Like, bitch, I ain't no horse. You can break me. And just seriously, the whole concept of breaking a fucking horse, like that, it's sad. It's like elephants that are, when they're babies, they're tied to, this is like in the circus, they're tied to like a stump or something, right? And so from being a baby, all they know is that restriction. And then when they're adults, they're tied with the same rope. And obviously it's a huge elephant. It could rip the shit out of that. But that elephant doesn't think that it can get away because it's been trapped its entire life. I don't know who needed to hear that about elephants, but that just shows the mentality of like abuse and trying to break somebody. What they're trying to do is permanently break the mind and the spirit of the person, the animal, or whatever. They want to complete total cruelty, abuse, and betrayal. Like sorrow and loss. This could be a couple also that is arguing. Incompatible lovers. These people who work together were very incompatible. Cruelty, abuse, and separation causes emotional upheaval. No shit. So yeah, these people could be getting, and I do see 2 people on the 5 of Pentacles. So these could be people getting kicked out of their house. They could be getting a divorce. That could be one reason why they're getting thrown out. But this is all literally because of the backfire that's happening with this moon magic. This also talks about, 3 swords and 1 heart. That's like a third party. That's like 3 different parties stabbing you in the heart, where we know that one sword would have been enough. You know what I mean? The Knight of Swords. This is somebody that they may be a builder or an architect of some type. Okay, so somebody could have been in the military. I feel like this is actually a positive energy. You could either be the Knight of Swords, or I was going to say the King of Swords. You could be the Knight of Swords, or you could know somebody who's in the military or they could have a military demeanor. They're very disciplined. See just how these people tried to create a lot of hidden enemies. I feel like this person maybe they were thinking they were going to turn this person into an enemy against you, and it's backfired. Like even that part's backfired. So somebody has a couple of the different Ars Goetia demons helping them at this time, which is something that I really do not see for other people hardly ever. I've almost never seen it, so it's really weird that I'm seeing it. But what this one demon can do is they can turn foes into friends and friends into foes. And so what they're doing is they're going around. They were commanded basically by God to go around behind these people's backs and start changing the hearts of everybody that you were being slandered to. If that makes sense. Which is this person. This person is one of the people. So now you actually have somebody that's trying to protect you because they listened to God. I also feel like you were needing dream state protection. There's the King of Swords. You were needing dream state protection, and that's also what's being offered here because these people were attacking you at night when you were sleeping in the dream state. I feel like their main method is going in through the astral body and into the dream state. And then there they try to attack you. Exactly. Death. I mean, they're going to be experiencing this, but this is what they conjured. This is what the law of attraction gets you when you don't behave. Death. This could also be about a personal rebirth, but I'm not really seeing that. I'm not seeing these people going through a rebirth. This also talks about renewal, but it's definitely the ending of something. And I feel like it's ending of an astrological cycle. It's the ending of, which could be a retrograde, but doesn't have to be, because I know that we are Aries, Mercury retrograde, and we're getting out of Venus retrograde right now. Venus retrograde brings people back from the past. That's why this was not a good time to do this witchcraft, even though it was a setup. Like the lunar eclipse, full super worm moon, okay, that was a setup. It was supposed to look like the perfect moon to do witchcraft on, because it was a test for these witches and warlocks, and they freaking failed it. And now they're going to be experiencing the death that they tried to eclipse out of your life, because they're foolish. And it's going to be an end to their spontaneous, easy, go happy, lucky life that they were living off of doing moon magic and messing with your energy. And now you have somebody else that's protecting you. Like, it's like people can only do so much before God's going to send protection. It's crazy. People are crazy. Yeah, you could have had to get God. You could be this Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords could be with the Knight of Swords, actually. That these people could be a couple. Because I feel like even though these two cards, they're facing different directions, I feel like they still stand for the same thing, which is truth. And that could be something that's very important to you. I feel like you guys are going through a lot of changes right now, but you're not going through this change. This is something that these people were idiots. The Fool card and next to the Death, these people were dangerously foolish to think that they were going to be able to do anything to you. Okay. And jealousy and envy and hatred, specifically hatred, is not a reason. That's if somebody feels hatred for you, then that's their problem. You need to understand that they're the ones creating their thoughts and their beliefs. You cannot think their thoughts for them. That's why you can never control another person. So you just have to be able to control yourself and know that this situation we're talking about is happening within you. It's happening within me, or it would not appear here. Even though I don't think this reading is about me, still there's something within me that's chaotic, that's pulling this out. And there's something within the collective that's chaotic. So if we can go within and address that and still use our wisdom and our discernment, because the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very emotionally balanced. She's very wise from life's experiences, but also this person's been hurt a lot. They're very intelligent, though, got street smarts from all the things that they've had to go through. But they're, the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords are very quick with their cutoff game. They know how to ride the wave of ascension. And then when it's time to cut someone or something off and Eight of Cups walk away from it, they do that. And this is what keeps them in the position of power, is because they know when to walk away. These other people done been told. They were told, at probably 50 different times in 50 different ways, through dreams, through things in the waking world, through messengers of God telling these people to stop with the moon magic. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Kiwi Kid. It's nice to see you guys again. So yeah, these people were told many times, but they just did not listen. And so, how, when, and where to invest your energy. And it's driving these people crazy because they are trying to revert back to an old version of you that does not exist anymore. That old timeline is gone. You've integrated it and you've become your greater potential self. I do feel like there's an ascension here, but I also feel like there's a lot of protection with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of, like, this is you defending yourself. So from time to time, you could have had to jump between these two energies to cut people off before they brought destruction into your life, because that's exactly what these people are trying to do. They want to bring chaos and destruction. They want to bring a tower to you, and they think that if they're able to bring you a tower that they're going to get rewarded. This is literally like demons thinking that if they do something to a human, they're going to get rewarded. And no, they're not. They're going to get their ass fucking beat by God. Like, seriously. So I feel like I don't feel like there's that many demonic or negative spirits anymore that are really messing with humankind at this time. Yeah, we still have the Watchers and the fallen angels, but they're in human form now. So we're all just reclaiming our technology back and the use of it, basically. So these people, they did a lot of naughty things up underneath the moon. And it's all about you. They want your fame and your success. They want your celebration and they want your energy. These people want what your fate is. They also wanted to have victory over you. And I feel like they want to, they're like fame suckers. They're leeches. So you haven't even become famous yet, but you're about to become known for something. And these people have already planned to do something very foolish to you. Something that you've already prepared for in advance, because that's why I'm seeing with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords that there was so much protection put up before this moon even happened that if anything went down, an immediate judgment would be cast upon these people. Like, exactly, the Tower. And so now these people are in the Tower. They're having to get rid of belief systems. They're having to get rid of chaos. They're having crises, misery, natural disasters, grief over their broken ass relationship because they were a cheating ass hoe. That's the energy that I'm picking up, is somebody that is like so holier than thou. They act like that, but like really, they're over here cheating on their husband and sucking and fucking on anybody, you know? Just like, and that's, you know, to each their own, but I just don't respect people that can't just be who they are. Like, I respect people that just are who they are, and then I can accept that, and then hopefully you're not a pedophile or a serial killer, because I can't really accept those two things. But other than that, I'm like super not judgy at all. And even with those two things, I work on not being judgmental about that. But you know, I really feel like you coming into this very positive energy and you having triumph and success right now, that's what your future is telling me. And then I'm also seeing financial rewards for your hard work. These people they thought that their moon magic was going to be able to take away this love offer that you have with the universe, this Two of Cups love offer. And they also thought that they were going to be able to put you in the Tower and cause you some type of misery, or despair, misery, and pain, sorrow, and loss, so that you would have to get rid of something in your life. They want you to make a bad decision about a person coming into your life, or about a love offer from the universe. These people don't want you to take your soul contract. They don't want you to accept this. And this is a new love affair, but this is talking about a spiritual one with you and the angels. It says that you will be in sync with one another, and then broken relationships are healed through love and forgiveness. That's exactly what I was saying, how this one demon, well, it's actually a couple of them, are going around behind these people's backs, and every person they try to turn against you, these demons change the heart of these people so that these people kind of like worship you in a sense. I mean, it's manipulation, but it's positive. So I applaud them for that. Yeah, the Kiwi kid, the more that you can think of like Because this is how I experience demons different than other people, but I have a very big connection to hell and the underworld. So they're not negative to me. And if they try to be negative to me, then I literally get rid of them, like permanently, like this. But I do believe that everything can be redeemed. And so with that thought of the miracle of redemption, I feel this way about these people, that these people could, you don't need to be afraid, because I don't feel like the more that you do the shadow work, the less fear you're going to experience, just in general. And shadow work from this lifetime, but knowing that everybody on the planet, just about everybody on the planet, is a fallen angel or a fallen watcher. And the original humans, I mean, literally in the book of Enoch, it talks about millions and millions of them falling. And I just keep meeting more really talented people. Yeah, shadow work, so that you know that, okay, your higher self has had other lifetimes, and those experiences are embedded within your DNA. As you awaken, those experiences will come forward, and then you'll be faced with merging your timeline that you're on with this other version of yourself, this other timeline. And then the great wholeness of God is that when this comes together, you get into your purpose. And because if you look at it from a point of being fallen, you cannot ascend if you do not fall. Like there, if you're already ascended, there's no ascension. So to go through that process, you have to take a fall. So you go from that darkest point where you have total mastery over, though, being a watcher. This is what I'm saying, total mastery. And then you move into the light. So the dark only exists so that the light can shine brighter. So nobody needs to be afraid of the dark. Just know that it exists so that your light can shine brighter. And the more that you can transmute the darkness into light, the easier the shadow work's going to be, because you're going to have less of a dense shadow within you. And your shadow is just like an accumulation of all of the stuff you've repressed and rejected within yourself from the moment of, like, well, if we just look at shadows from this lifetime, from the moment where you're born to now. Okay. And you could have things that triggered when you were a baby. You could have had like a difficult birth. Your mother could have had a difficult, pregnancy with you. So things can trigger like in the womb and that far back. And that's why doing past life regression, doing shadow work, and shadow work is basically bringing those parts of yourself that are still really raw and they feel very hurt and like still injured, where you feel like you're like, oh, good, you guys like the new camera angle, yay. Yeah, so it's like everything that's still raw and tender, that, it's like you have like a scar here and you have a Band-Aid over it, or you have a scrape and a Band-Aid over it, and it's still healing. And so it's still a wound. All of that stuff is within your shadow. And that's the stuff that is like healing your inner child as well. So when you integrate with your shadow, for me, I had a very weird experience with my shadow, but now that I understand the concept of it, I'm able to work with it on a consciousness level. And so there was a time where I felt like I was in my shadow almost all the time when I was living on the Indian burial grounds. And fuck that. I have never, ever been anywhere else. Well, I guess probably Louisiana is more haunted, but I've never, no, just no. Don't. If you ever find out you're living on Indian burial grounds, just move. Just move. But yeah. So this love offer is a connection that could be made in business as well. So this could be you expanding a business, or this could be also you growing a business, starting a business. I feel like the tower that these people are going to have for this moon magic that they did, because I was picking up that they were trying to frame you with something. You're dealing with an impersonator, a total fool. They're a jackass. This 8 of Swords is, the tower, and then imprisonment. And the 8 of Swords is imprisonment to me, because it's all about restriction and force and living by other people's rules. You feel trapped and think there's no way out. So this is what these people are about to experience. They're about to go to jail for something. And this could be spiritual jail, or this could be like them, especially if they tried to travel to you in the astral realm when you were sleeping to mess with you. These people are not ever going to go back to their body. They're literally being sent to purgatory. And this is all over you having Empress energy, because you have this divine feminine energy. Yeah. And I feel like literally they might, whoever these people are, they might be both of them going to jail. There might be two people. They wanted to have total control over your finances and your income, and how the world, this is just breadcrumbing energy. This person's literally giving crumbs to these beggars. This is a sad, sad, sad energy. And this is the sacrifice energy, the hangman. So definitely it's like they wanted to sacrifice you just right off the bat, energetically. Because again, these groups that do this, these people, I feel like for some reason you've had a lot of witches and warlocks around you, and not the type that are like, I don't consider people that use herbs and light magic to be even witches. I consider them to be healers. I consider witches to be people that abuse their power, abuse their gifts to hurt other people. And yeah, to create dark magic or baneful stuff. So 7 of Swords, these people, many choices confront them. This is just talking more about this test, how they were being tested. See how that person's having to look behind their shoulder to look at those 2 swords? Those 2 swords are going to be jabbed in this person's back. They know it, because they're going to have to go forward, but they have selfish decisions that are bringing them dishonor and shame. And this Chariot energy, they're going to have to face this Chariot energy, because that's what, only one answer is correct, and it's leaving you alone. And these people have not decided to do that. They have decided that you still deserve to be punished, or whatever psycho fucking nonsense. Because really, this person's using some type of old ass wound from lots of times ago, lots of years ago, whatever, many moons ago, that really they're still delusional about, like that they were part of the problem. They won't accept their blame for the part where it says 3 of Swords. This is why they're going to be betrayed. They were planning to majorly betray you. The 3 of Swords is all about betrayal. And they were going to try to bring a death to you because they think that you're an idiot. And it's almost a blessing that they think that you're this dumb, because you're actually not. It's almost a blessing that they think that you're this stupid, because maybe they would have tried something else if they would have thought. But I feel like this Chariot energy, they're going to have to contend with this. You know what I mean? This is not something that's just going to go away. And they think that they can make the justice system this fishy ass offer, and that all will be well. No, these people came up against an Empress and somebody who has already been through a lot in life with the Queen of Swords, already has street smarts. So however this person was planning to involve you in their illegal crap, it's not happening. Yeah, so we have the 7 of Cups, which is like, this is a shadow right here in itself. And we don't know what's in those cups. It's freaking illusions, all bad illusions. This is also talking about a psychic and spiritual event happening that they cannot explain. None of these people can explain why all of a sudden, see, after this person was trying to get the police to come after you, all of a sudden now all these cops are cursed. All these people are cursed, and they're wondering what the hell's going on. Who did it? What happened? And it's because this Chariot energy was given a 7 of Cups, false information about you, stuff that's not even true, that's not even real. And this person could have gone to a psychic and asked them if you did something to them, and the psychic that they went to was a fake, and possibly said, oh yeah, they did. If you pay me this amount of money, I'll take it away for you, or whatever, magician type energy. But I feel like you are the magician, because they did not they weren't able to see the truth about you. And that's why God had you cloaked, because God wants you to be in this 10 of cups, right? This is about you having your wish fulfillment, entering a period of peace and contentment. And that's what you balancing your energy does for yourself. You've got the 8 of Pentacles here, which is you working on a project, which I'm really proud of you guys. You're probably going to bring something new to the market. Just beware that sloppiness or laziness, these people are looking for any angle to try to like attack you through. And so it seems like you've been doing a lot of healing recently. You could do something on the World Wide Web. You could be a content creator, or you could advertise on the World Wide Web, or you could need to advertise your business on the World Wide Web. I also feel like you're the Emperor energy. So you've got both divine feminine and divine masculine here teaming up. This is loving relationship between family, a good connection with the world, and then you bringing your work to the forefront, to the public, to like a marketplace. Yeah, this is beautiful energy for you guys. And having a spiritual offer from the universe. These people that are abusing their gifts, they do not have a offer from the universe. They don't have a spiritual contract like you do. And it's because of the actions they've been taking to try to steal your energy, to try to create illusions about you, and to try to deceive other people into thinking shit that's not real. That's not what's going on. Yeah. So you basically have some type of project that's been for a long time. You've been into this project. I really feel like your creative goals are going to come together. I feel like what is happening right now is that somebody could either be going through something that has to do with Kundalini, or it could be the divine feminine, divine masculine energies coming into one and creating balance in your life. Yeah, and I feel like you're being protected by the universe. You guys are so protected. 2 of Swords, these people, like, they're not going to get anywhere because their heart is blocked. They're blocked off from the future. They're in a creative rut as well. They thought it was going to be super easy to imprison you and steal your fate, because these cops do this shit to they'll do it to anybody they think is an easy target. Let's just say that. And you could look very nice, but you have somebody in something higher than the police, which could be a Fed or a CIA agent or something like this, or an MK Ultra fucker. You got somebody here or you could even be this military demeanor person. You could be like really good with guns and stuff. But yeah, you've got somebody in the higher ups that's looking after you, and that values your work and doesn't want it to be like, because these people, they want you to stop working on whatever you're working on. They don't want you to be on the World Wide Web. These people are just extremely jealous and extremely selfish. That's it. They don't like, this is okay. You cannot go to why you're not going to go to jail, why these people are going to try to pin something on you, and why they're doing this. It's like, because they don't want you to complete something, whatever you're working on. So they want to get you thrown in jail. And that, it doesn't matter if you went to jail or not, you would still complete whatever this is, because it's part of your destiny. When it's part of your destiny, it's something that's going to be no matter what, even though you may not want it to. That's why destiny is what destiny is. But this is definitely a humongous illusion that is causing other people to be like confused about your energy, I guess. Even though these people are in the tower and the cops are like, I think that somebody that be a CI, could be a snitch or something. Know somebody that's a police officer. But whatever this is, these cops have these ones, not all cops are like this. Whatever these people are, they don't have any dignity. These people are into trafficking people, and they traffic people into the prison systems. So I don't got any respect for that. But yeah, it's just very crooked crap going on. So they've tried to, and this is exactly how I feel about why police officers will just pull any any person of color off the street and throw them in jail and will almost get away with it, even if it's like a fake charge or something that they made up and lied about. That's insane to me that that shit's still happening, but it's just these people think that they have the right to enslave others, and that's what they're doing. They're pulling children of color off the street and enslaving them to work in prisons for less amounts of pay. And it's a karmic thing, and I don't know why it's still going on, but there's a lot of stuff that's being faked with cops like that. So I hope that you never encounter anything like this. I think this is why God's showing me that you're so protected. These people are not going to be able to block you, stop you, control you, condemn you, ban you, banish you, hinder you, manipulate you. They're not going to be able to do what they want to do. And so just understand that, like the children that they are, they're going to throw fits about their witchcraft not working, about their spell work not deceiving the justice system, about them still having to be in prison, about them not being able to throw their guilt and their sins upon you because you have this star energy. I guess everybody that's a star should be sacrificed then. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is about you having star ability and the Six of Wands. Make it make sense. So anybody that has star qualities and traits, you can just, these people think you can just sacrifice that person. You can just put them in prison and set them up and frame them and entrap them and ensnare them because they have a star trait. Okay, is that what the public thinks about celebrities? Is that all these people are to be and put in prison? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because why are they taking the bright people off of the streets and they're leaving the bad ones? Make it make sense. Yeah. I don't think it's ever going to make sense because you have fucking idiots in charge. And until we have somebody that's not an idiot in charge, and that's going to take somebody choosing somebody else to be the head of police or whatever, somebody that cares and that doesn't want to keep this crooked crap going on. This like evil. It's evil. This is Archangel Michael being on your side, you guys. And this is big Sagittarius energy. You could have Aquarius highly aspect in your chart as well. But yeah, Sagittarius energy here. And then Temperance shows me that you know how to use your star ability and your star trait to make money. And this is pissing somebody. This is pissing this community, a group of people off. Because you have a gift that they don't have. And so you have Archangel Michael protecting this. Archangel Michael's like, no, you're going to stay in the star energy and you're going to have this completed work for your goals, the Four of Wands. This is what you deserve. This is what they deserve. They deserve imprisonment. And there's going to be a lot of police officers that go down for something very illegal. And it's going to show the world the integrity of the majority of the police officers. And like, I've seen a lot of cops, and only one of them was like, that I have seen throughout my entire life, was a legit cop that I felt like I could trust being around. Every single other one I knew was something was not the F right with them. So they're blocked. They're in the Nine of Swords. Woe is me. I am suffering, etc., etc. Which is funny to me because they were trying to just keep you forever suspended in between worlds. This person literally sent an astral attack. They thought that they were going to be beating you up in the spirit realm, in the astral realm, and they got their ass kicked last night. Literally. They got put in the hangman position instead. Which, yeah, and then this is because they tried to isolate you at some point. Bad move. Or tried to keep you hidden from the general public. That was a bad move. This is where you have to understand that when other people start to get to this level of sin, that they're actually being driven by the devil to try to block what God is doing in your life. That you cannot block what God's doing in somebody else's life, period. And this person has been isolated, but you could also be an introvert. You could be partially introverted. And so you going into isolation is not something that's going to make you stronger. And these people did not think that, because these people are weak as fuck. They would never, in isolation, this person would not last, they had to be in solitary confinement, which is what they want for you. This person would crumble and you'd be like sitting in there, like fucking probably having fun with yourself. Literally. These people are like, they feel like they are forever wounded by you being successful, which means that they're psychotic, because it's not normal to think shit like that. Yeah, you have pleasant, happy memories with this person from the past. This is somebody that you cared about in the past. So I don't know why. And this is crazy also. When you have somebody like, you're chosen when you have people flipping on you all the time and you don't know why, and it's random. They just all of a sudden flip. It's like, oh, okay, they're good. Nope, the devil got them. And then they flip and they turn on you and they feel like betrayal is the only option to get back at you on some shit that you didn't even do. Some shit that God did in your life that you didn't even do, that they want to attack, and they want to block you from being able to have success and moving forward, not realizing that they're selfish and dumb as hell. Their selfish asses are keeping you from serving the public and helping the general people that need you. I mean, this is what these people are trying to do. They're literally getting in the way of God and what God sent you here to do. And that's where they get fucked up. And this is why they fuck around, find out, and they get put in prison, some type of prison, and it could be them having to answer for the things that they've already done with all of this illusion magic that's now backfiring because they got set up with this last moon. They got set up bad. I mean, it was like, it looked like the perfect moon to just take somebody's life. And these people are going to be losing people in their family. It's sad. The karma that they've accumulated, including these police officers, that it's going to bleed on to their children. Their children are going to suffer their sins, which is unfortunate. But that's what's exactly is going to happen. The good will suffer with the bad. The children of these people that may be innocent will suffer along with these people, because these people are cursed. They're cursed. God cursed the shit out of them. The moment that they tried to block God and what God was doing in your life, and the moment they tried to block your path and your divine mission and tried to, because they feel like they're better than you, the moment that they did that is the moment that they cursed themselves forever and cursed their children, the rest of their bloodline, and everything. And this is like literally children being in the reverse, and then them having to 8 of Cups walk away from what they were doing. So they really should have thought about, is this person somebody that I need to set up and imprison? Like, these cops have investigated you for quite enough time, and they've illegally spied on you and hacked into your shit. So they know for a fact that you're innocent of everything. And the fact that they still wanted to imprison you for whatever amount of money is insane to me. That's crazy. Judgment. Exactly. That's insane. This is judgment being immediately called. Like, absolutely not. These people are going to have to face judgment, the last judgment, not hi Beastie Boy or Beast Boy. Sorry, Osmosis. Every time I see your screen name, I think Beastie Boy. So, because Beastie Boys, they're cool. But yeah, so this is telling you to forgive the people that have hurt you, aka these assholes. And it's not like we're forgiving them because they deserve to be forgiven. I don't know what that bright flashing light was that just came in here. That was an angel or something. Okay, and truly we forgive other people because if we hold on to any negative emotions or feelings towards another person, we're giving them a cord of attachment to allow them to have access to our energy. And so we cannot do that. So like, we have to say, no, thank you, sir, ma'am. we rebuke you in the name of Jesus. No, thank you. Like, these people, these police officers, have gotten away with a lot. This is what is crazy to me. When people have done so many crimes, they've gotten away with so much criminal activity and so much spiritual crime and they haven't answered for it. You should know, you should just know, if you're doing that much to a lot of people, like pretty much like Batman, how Gotham City Jail doesn't even, it wouldn't even, nobody would be in that prison if Batman didn't exist. How Batman's the one reason that all of everybody's in jail. It's like they, these douchebags have gotten away with enough. They should just take that good, like, I've gotten away with it, and they should just stop and not do any more, because it gets to a point where you do too much, and once you do too much, you know what happens. You end up in a grave, and your grave says, here lies so and so. They did too much. And that's seriously true. Did too much. Because God will look at this situation, and God has looked at this situation, and it's like, okay, how many times did I give you guys time to repent and time to come back to me and time to just become a better person? If these people would even just try a little bit to become a better person than they were yesterday, God would probably not imprison them. But if they feel like they're going to continue to try to imprison you because of their jealousy and their greed and their lust and their abuse of power, then God is going to do to them, not only them, but God's going to see, God considers you to be a child of God. So God's like, how would you like it if I did this shit to your child? And so this is exactly what God's going to do to this person's children. And that shit right there is sad, but it's also, in the Most High's eyes, justice. You have this Ace of Pentacles energy, and this is what they want. This hand from the universe that is giving you financial success. And it's basically just giving you, it's like you have everything within yourself already to create the success and the money and the finances you need. And that is an Ace of Pentacles. That's not something anybody can take from you. There's no destiny swap that can do that. Men cannot destiny swap with women. Transgender people cannot destiny swap with anybody. Transgender people are already the victims of a destiny swap. Most of them are walk-in souls, which is a destiny swap. One soul's like, fuck it, I'm tired of this, I'm out. And then there's another soul that's like, okay, and trust me, these souls that walk in, they're not a foreign entity. This is another aspect of this person, but it walks in being from whatever situation it was, with a mentality of a man or a woman, and then it starts trying to change things. And that's where the confusion comes from. So there's, it's not evil. It's just like, we have to understand that there are parallel realities that we exist in, where we are masculine, where we are feminine. And the more that we don't cling to being feminine or masculine, because that can kind of become a trap. If you just are focusing on one energy, then you're not going to be whole. And there's a scripture that says, to enter the kingdom of God, a woman must become a man, and a man must become a woman. What that's saying is that both of those, and because to enter in the kingdom of God, you have to be whole. You have to be tapped into both your divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Just like how the archangels can show up as a female or a male, or sometimes a combination of the two, because it's hard to tell what they are. So I feel like the more that we can get rid of pronouns and having to call ourselves something, and the more that we can look at ourselves as energy, the more in alignment we're going to be with the universe, because that's how the universe sees everything. And the Holy Spirit wants you guys to call judgment on these situations by just saying, I call judgment on this situation and this energy. Because this Five of Wands, this is, what these people are going to have to face. They need to take very big caution right now, because if they choose wrong in this situation, they could end up in prison or dead. And that goes for everybody, the police, including with these people. They need to choose wisely and make sure that they're treating people how they would want to be treated in that circumstance. Okay. And I don't think we can ask a whole lot more people other than to just treat people how you would want to be treated. And if you would want to be spit on, shit on, fucking thrown around, all that crap, falsely imprisoned, like, that's what I'm saying. If people would just go by that rule, this could be about some jealousy over a love contract that you have. I feel like you have more than just a love contract from a human coming in. I feel like you have a love contract. This could also be a Gemini energy, but you have a love contract that's coming in. There could be a Gemini that ends up setting you up with somebody that is a good partner. Like, it could be like a Gemini that has a friend. These people want you to be on the defensive. They want you to prepare for the next assault and keep resources in reserve. They want you in fight or flight mode. And I feel like you are not this wounded warrior. Not anymore. You've gone through the dark night of the soul. So it's like, you've come out with this Ace of Wands. Yeah, they want this Ace of Wands energy bad. They're not going to get it. That's anything is possible. It's a good time to be. And then also somebody has been screaming because my throat just got fiery. It felt like there's fire in it. So literally, your throat chakra could be activating at this time. These people could be screaming. Like, I feel like somebody's watching readings and they're screaming at the TV. So you have a lot of Egyptian protection coming in. I want to see who is here for you. At this time. Tauret, Genesis. So she basically is a hippo, and she's the hippo goddess that takes people when they're in the underworld to where they need to go. She has trapped, I'm not kidding, Tauret, she has trapped on her boat that she's on. She's trapped whoever this person is. So you've got that energy looking over you. Very foolish of these people to try to astral project your energy. And I don't even know how to say this one. Mertziger, righteousness. So you have the snake of righteousness. Genesis and the snake of righteousness kind of sounds like the Garden of Eden with that tree right there. So yeah, this Egyptian deity of righteousness is one that wraps around your neck and then it comes up on the top of your head and it gets rid of evil eye. So you've got that, like, higher dimensional protection. Anubis. I love Anubis, you guys. One of my favorites. Transformation. Weighing of the heart. You see a mitt right there. Anubis is weighing the heart. These people are having their hearts weighed, and I'm telling you, they're not passing. Their hearts are not passing the feather test that we see happening here, okay? I think that's like a baboon on top. I don't know. But yeah, their hearts are not passing the feather test. So they will not be progressing forward. They will not be collecting $200. They will not be doing nothing else. So yeah, if you've got Anubis protecting you, then that means all this death magic, whatever they've done with death magic, has been returned to sender times 10. Yes, Selkies. This is a weird picture, but I like it. Healing. It's a picture. She's got this cat that's cutting the head off of a snake, right? Like, it just reminds me of that part of Psalm 91. I will trample the great lion and the serpent. I will trample the lion and the cobra. That's the vibe that I get from that. But that is a card of healing, and this entity, I would guess Egyptian deity, helps you heal through transformation. Seth. Now, not, oh yeah, is it Set? I mean, this looks like Set behind this archer. This is about resentment. So yeah, that looks like Seth or Set, the god Set of chaos, behind that archer, probably helping him shoot somebody. Okay. So again, if you have Set looking over you, which is what I'm getting, then you are being protected from chaos, because what the ancient Egyptians used to do, they would see at the beginning of their mythology, Set was actually a hero. He didn't become an enemy until the story with Horus way later. But he was used because the parts of Egypt were split, and Horus had one area and Set had the shitty area. Basically, it's like what we did to the Native Americans. So the Set has his own reservation basically, and it's all bad, weather, bad sands, just Egypt, sand, dry, hot, uninhabitable, no water, no access to water. So anyways, they would do these rituals in Egypt every year to invoke Set, basically to protect from any type of chaos that would be something that Set would create. Okay, so you're basically invoking Set to protect you from the things that Set would create to be chaotic. And that could be everything from war to famine. So Apophis, darkness. Somebody was sending you major darkness, but you have this snake. See, now, I feel like this is not an energy you need to be afraid of. Knowing that you have Apophis looking after you shows you that you have both light and dark, and then also seeing that you have Set. Apophis is a humongous snake that exists in the sky. Setet, fruitfulness. Fruitfulness. So through darkness, it's literally kind of we're coming out of the dark months, we're coming back into this fruitful aspect, this spring. Heka. Heka is the word for magic in Egyptian language. And so Heka is also the god of alchemical force. So this is showing me that, yes, so basically these people were resenting you. They had a lot of chaos within them. They had a lot of darkness within them about you being fruitful and about you being able to alchemize their energy. Exploration. You could be ready to go exploring alchemy, but also exploring your life and exploring different lands, different cultures, different places. Somebody was trying to keep you bound or stuck, restricted to one area. And I feel like you're meant to spread your light across the world, not just in one spot. And so that's where taking vacations and exploring, taking trips and stuff on it. So yeah, through your exploration of life, you will be creating order and peace. And you will be obtaining that for the first time possibly ever. I feel like somebody could also be a scribe of the gods, devastation. So again, somebody wants to bring devastation. This is the one that eats the hearts. This shows me that these people want to bring devastation to you, and as they're getting made, your heart's passing because it's light enough. Theirs is not, and whatever isn't light enough, these people still have the ability, even after this test, to repent and the shit will go away. But they won't do that. They won't do that. getting their heart eaten, literally. And I feel like somebody was trying to silence you, or they didn't want you speaking on whatever this crime that they were going to commit. Because this person's like, do they know? Do they know? Yes, you know, you know, you know. Nay, perseverance. Perseverance. Another crane. Cranes are good luck. Like, symbols of good luck. So yeah, you're going to persevere through whatever this devastation that they're bringing to you, but really it's them that's going to be devastated because they're going to have to face this creature. But this is actually one of my higher selves. They're going to have to face this. They're going to have to face Anubis. You have Almond Ra on your side, yo. This is probably one of your guys' fathers, like spiritual father. Okay? So creation. This is one reason why you're going to persevere through this whole trial and test, because we started it with the moon card, which is about a test. Then we're talking about Nefertum. This is about completeness, protection. It's about completeness. And then Mehen, this is about protection. And while you're being protected, while you're getting so much protection right now, Ra, we have Amun Ra, but then we have Ra because you are enlightened. You're becoming enlightened. This situation was meant to, if anything, awaken you, awaken your nut, your understanding. And then with the scribe energies, the chat, there could be something that you're meant to literally write down. It could be your testimony, your experience. I feel like you're very resourceful. And Anuket, hope. This is like the new age of Aquarius right there. You're bringing in hope for the new world. Horus, stability and equilibrium. You're also ushering in the new age of Horus. So you have Anuket, hope. And this is what the hope is for this situation, is for you to be, you're ushering in this new age of stability and equilibrium and psychic insight. Happy, renewal. So you're going through a phase right now of renewal. So take the time to rest. Okay, if you feel tired, rest. Thoth, wholeness. Another scribe. Or the god of the scribes, actually. Sekhmet, justice. So somebody out there has, I know that Sekhmet wars for me in the spirit, but somebody else out there also has Sekhmet warring for them in the spirit. And you're going to receive justice. I'm surprised the Mayat didn't come out. But being ordinary, these people thought that you were ordinary. And you're not. You're extraordinary. You're going to receive justice for them misinterpreting your energy. Nefti, meditation. So yeah, the way that you're going to beat all of this is through meditation. You focusing on quieting and stilling your mind. Yeah, Hathor, intelligence. This is Hathor's energy. So you've got Hathor, you've got Horus, you've got Ra, you've got a lot of the Egyptian gods out here. And I'm not being told to stop pulling them yet. So, oh, you also have Khonshu, which is about being a hermit, being able to be isolated, but to not go crazy. Also, Khonshu has to do with new moons, the new moon cycle. So you want to work with Khonshu in the new moon cycle to plant things that you want. Exactly. Jeb, prosperity, to plant that prosperity. Here's Mayat. Okay, truth and fairness right here. This truth and fairness that you're bringing to the forefront is bringing about change with Kepri. I love the beetle-headed god, bringing about change. The cool thing about these beetles is that they can age themselves and grow to maturity, then they can reverse their age. So this is one of the skills that they give to us. Isis, faith and wisdom. Ptah, which is skill. This is another one of my higher selves. And Bastet. Osiris, death and rebirth. Bastet, so death and rebirth. You also have Osiris, which is a connection to the underworld. And we started with Tuaret, which is from the underworld. So, which is like basically in between worlds. So basically, anytime somebody comes to actually project to you or try to get into your energy while you're sleeping, you have this Egyptian system that opens up and on them. Death and rebirth. They experience the death in the dream state and a rebirth while you experience rebirth. Bastet, passion. This is all about they wanted to take away your passion. It's not going to happen. And Sobek, which is the crocodile god, union and power. Two things that they wanted to block from you. But all of these deities are like, no. No, we're going to weigh your heart. They're like, we're going to look at fairness. You know, we're going to look at what was done. We're going to see how enlightened the collective is. We're going to provide protection. Yeah, no, these beings are wanting to co-create with you to help you in your reality. And somebody else is jealous of the protection that you have. They're very envious of this. They thought that they would be able to use the moon to strip it away from you. But that was an illusion as well that they're having to contend with because they're cray-cray, which, you know, you understand people that are crazy. You don't know why they're crazy and they're acting the way that they are, but they are still doing that. So knowing that you can't change, the only way you can change somebody else is by changing them within yourself and how you view them. Okay. So we're going to put these away and we're going to do some angel numbers. And then we'll do the names and I'll let you guys go. Okay. So the angel numbers will give you confirmation about this reading. Whoever this person was to you. And then when you see these numbers in your reality, you will, 1, know that you are in alignment. 2, you'll take what you're doing at that time and you will apply it to the interpretation of the angel number. That's going to give you a whole separate reading that is personally just for you and giving you insight in which direction to move and when. Because when God says to move, you want to move. Okay? Because you don't want to know, you don't want to end up finding out by not moving why God was telling you to move, because it could be, you know, and I'm not talking about like changing residences, even though it could be a move like that. But I'm saying taking action and moving in your life. God wants you to move in silence at this time, to not be flashy. 1919 cycles, karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, and rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit, but I don't get that this is negative karma. It says release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that you don't repeat them in the future. Make some space for new experiences. So yes, I feel like 1919, 1 is the number of newness, innovation, first, thought, right? 9 is an ending. When you have 1919, that's something that's like a cycle ending twice. So I feel like that whatever this cycle was that somebody was going to try to get you to jump back into with them, this could have been a relationship, an off and on relationship, or a work something. Use your gut feeling. 0440. Pay attention to what your intuition says, what your body's telling you, because when you listen to your body and you listen to your thoughts, you'll know you'll basically have a better picture of what information you're trying to process. So follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on the meaningful relationships that you have. Remember that you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite you in the ass. So 2 warnings about karma. If this person could be trying to throw their negative karma on you or to do an injustice or something like that. So just beware of that. They're going to have, if you follow your gut feeling, you'll be fine though. 0909, new beginnings, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment. This is beautiful. Endings, conclusions, big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up, huh? You are getting upgraded at this time because you passed this test. You didn't do no witchcraft. You didn't do no manipulation or whatever, puppeting people. You didn't do anything wicked on this moon. So you're getting an upgrade. The people that did the wicked stuff, they're getting downgraded. They're getting their gifts stripped from them. And you're possibly will be inheriting what they have. A new adventure will unravel. Somebody tried to get into like the ancestors realm to try to take some shit from your ancestor, and your ancestor fucked them up. Your ancestor like was like, oh, like we know who collective is. We know who our descendant collective is. Like, how dareth thee try to come in here? Oh, it's funny. I mean, it's funny. We can laugh now because they're trapped in between worlds. 111, intuition, moderation, patience, flow, charity. Oh, clarity, charity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to implant long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in this process. Yeah, the new process of new beginnings. And know that you don't have to enter into an old cycle. Oh my gosh, you guys, the two that just flew out both say good luck on them. This is double good luck. We have 777 good luck and 1234 good luck. Wow. So 777, contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine interventions. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You will come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and efforts to get this message to others. Then 1234 is another good luck, but this is about taking steps. This 1234. Spirit guides progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditionings, and rules. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try to do your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. So whoever was in the chat talking about something with their luck, this is a very good sign for you, okay? You've got very good luck coming in, you guys. So we had 1919, which was about cycles, 0909, which is about new beginnings. 0440, which is the gut feeling, 111, intuition. Then we have 1234, good luck, and 777, good luck. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to do the names. Now, the names are never to name shame anybody with these names. And again, anytime we use names or zodiac signs and we get a little bit specific, we're never shaming anybody. This could be somebody that you know, somebody that you will know. Again, you're going to know what these names mean to you if they mean anything. So I'm seeing Tegan or Tamara. I'm seeing Becky, Raymond, Ray, Nancy, Ivy, Noel, Hillary, Harriet, Dusty or Dustin, Elsa, Joaquin, Lucia, Juan, Juanita, Hugo, Justice, Florence, Max, Colby, Hassan, Jack or Jackson, Francine, Jimbo, Liam, Eleanor, Edith, Glenda, Jake, Roslyn, Heath, Elliot, Caleb, Eric, Sandy, Shango, Ty or Tiana or Tiffany, Tracy, Tessa or Tess, Nicholas or Nick, Dennis or Denise. Okay. So we'll just go through these again. Make sure I got all of them. Okay, we had Elsa. So we had Elsa, Joaquin, Lucia, Juan and Juanita, Hugo, and Justice. We have Denise and Dennis, Nicholas or Nick, Tracy, Tessa or Tess, Caleb, Eric, Sandy, Shango, Ty or Tiana or Tiffany, Elliot, Heath. I like that name. And I like Heath bars. Glenda, Jake, Roslyn, Edith, Edwin, Eleanor. See, I did miss Edwin. Eleanor, Liam, Francine, Jimbo, Jack or Jackson, Hassan, Max, Colby, Lawrence, Dusty or Dustin, Harriet, Noel, Ivy, Nancy, Raymond or Ray, Becky, Hillary, Tegan or Tamara. Okay. Thank you guys for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and clear out the energy with the throat chakra since I was feeling some burn there. Okay, we're going to open the throat chakra. You can say ah if you want, or om. But basically, we're wanting to clear and open. Okay, now we're going to build and boost back up. Okay. Wow, that's a lot better. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Know that God loves you. Please like this video. Please share it if you feel compelled to share it. Make sure you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell so you're notified of every time that I go live. You don't want to miss out on getting to interact with a real live psychic. And also, I'm still doing the $10 super chats per question. And you guys, if you have questions, it's worth it to just pay the $10, ask your question while it's still around, okay? Because that's the only way that I'm doing personal readings for anybody. But I love that you guys were here with me today, and I appreciate you all for being here, okay? So thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for hearing the message, and just beware that this person, they are getting caught up, and so they're just going to try to drag you down with them. So don't ever let them, okay? Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, I'm sending you guys air hugs. Lots of love and peace be with you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.